Today is Monday, December 9th, 2019, and it is approximately 1:06 a.m. Again, still in the lab looking at things, and one of the two things that are going to happen here in Reno this week is tomorrow, or at least today, Bernie Sanders, U.S. Senator and Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders is in town today. He'll be at the convention center to do a healthcare town hall. And then following that, on Tuesday will be Democratic presidential candidate U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts will also be here as well. Now, to things a little more globally, so to speak, another major milestone that will also occur this week is on Friday in the United Kingdom. They'll be ending a month-long campaign which has been focused on, well, for the Conservative Party, Brexit; for the Labour Party, anything but Brexit; and for Liberal Democrats, it's been irrelevancy. But nevertheless, that campaign concludes on Friday at about 10 o'clock p.m. Greenwich time, which is about 1 o'clock our time, or 1 or 2 o'clock our time here in Nevada. And the polls have called it, and called it early actually in the case of the UK election, that it looks like Boris Johnson will be delivered a large, almost Thatcherite majority, namely a majority close to that of Margaret Thatcher's third election in 1987, where she won nearly 370 or 350 odd seats. The Conservatives are looking on one end, according to a YouGov poll that shook the nation and the world, with a high-end estimate of 62 seats, giving the Conservative Party an estimate of 356. On the low end, a bare slim majority in the House of Commons. Labour, with 32% of the nation's vote, and possible on one end 211 estimates. And according to the YouGov again, the Liberal Democrats with 13 seats. And the unique position of the Liberal Democrats, I would like to note, is that's exactly what they got before they started the campaign. Keep in mind, the Liberal Democrats were gifted several defections from Labour and the Conservative Party due to Brexit. And according to this poll and estimates and their prediction, which is an amalgamation of public opinion polling, actually going out and talking to voters throughout the country, and sampling and modeling, they say that the Liberal Democrats will actually lose seats and gain seats at the same time and end up in that negative position. And, surprisingly, last but not least, the Brexit Party, which was heralded with such great force in British politics by famous rabble-roster Nigel Farage, will actually get nothing. He'll get a sizable portion of the vote, namely 3-4% of the vote, but will possibly get no seats in the House of Commons in this election. Now, keep this in mind. Nigel went into this election with a lot of bluster, a lot of wind behind his sails, namely from the European elections, and being the largest party in that election. And one of the major mistakes he may be called for is that he was attempting to try to make a pact with the Conservative Party, tried to basically almost kind of plead to Prime Minister Johnson, if you promise to give a Brexit or orally no-deal Brexit, we'll stand down in major seats or a majority of our seats, and eventually did, without really major concessions, except the fact that Boris Johnson made a concession on trying to lobby for a Brexit with a Canada Plus type of trade negotiation with the EU, and trying to lobby the United States with a sweetheart trade deal, which, if I was a guessing man at this stage, and this is where I'm going to add a little bit of commentary, I wouldn't bet on a trade deal going through the United States Senate anytime soon at this time. They've got a bitter, kind of have a busy plate, which kind of leads me where I'm going to right now, back home to the States. That is an issue that we are going to be dealing with here pretty soon. By the time you're probably watching this video, we may be watching for the third time in American history, since the foundation of the Republic, the impeachment of the President of the United States. Right now, the articles have been and are in process of being drafted as we speak. And as there's an expectation by the end of this week, those articles could be drafted and actually sent to the formal House to the House in full for a formal vote, and likely be passed, which will kick off possibly, well, a contentious couple months from here on out, and also the beginnings of the 2020 election in a funny way. That's what we see coming down this pike this week. I'll look forward to hearing from you soon. I'll keep you updated as I keep an eye on what's going on from either this desk or my other desks or on the road. Thanks. This is Don. Have a good night.